Okay. I am connected, so if anyone has any questions, and they are open to us asking any type of questions we'd like to ask, and it could be personal questions, obviously personal that you feel open to ask, if you know what I mean.
The solar activity that happened at the same time as the full moon, was it from our sun or a nearby sun?
So the question is, let me repeat it to ensure that I have it. Um, First of all, to validate that there was solar activity this weekend that happened around the same time as the lunar eclipse. Sorry, lunar full moon. Okay, knew it dealt with the moon. Was it activity from our sun? Is that the question?
Yes.
It's interesting when I ask the question and I send the question off for them to answer. Um, I hear, and I almost want to break out laughing because I hear lots of laughter. So they really like the question, David. They think that very interesting information that you ask. And the reason that they like it is they say that we did receive a large influx of magnetic energy on, really started being received a little bit throughout last week. Um, big wave on Saturday, and it did coincide with the full moon, but it pretty much started around the time of the lunar eclipse and the solar eclipse. More magnetic waves of energy have been coming in from the sun. And the one that some of the energy that we experienced from this weekend was from our own sun. But they like that you asked that question because they found it interesting that you knew that other suns were going through something very similar. And so we mostly experience the energies from our own sun, but there are other suns doing some similar. Um, there is other activity from other suns, solar sunspots, eruptions, if you want to call them. And it does take a period of time for them to make it to Earth, but it's all part of the process of what Earth is doing to transition. So we get this magnetic energy, which is helping to cleanse. It's doing multiple things. It's helping to cleanse our energy bodies, including the Earth. The other part of it is helping to raise our vibration. So it's kind of like a two-part process. And so it is helping to raise our vibration. And the activity is going to pick up. And we shouldn't be concerned about being able to handle this as we are adjusting or transitioning our bodies and our energy bodies, our physical bodies and our energy bodies to handle the um, the way the suns are increasing or changing. It's all part of a planned process, and we should be not concerned, but we will probably hear things from our scientific community that are unaware of that this is all part of the planned process. So just like anything else, we look at that from the perspective of simply it's part of the picture and understand that what is happening is planned and is necessary and is part of the bigger process. And we really like that you asked the question and having an understanding that it's not just this one little area that you live in that is undergoing a transmutation, but your universe is going through a transmutation, and everything is always evolving.
So was my dream last night pretty accurate with disturbance with either our sun and or other suns happening in 2012 and disrupting our Earth?
So your question is, you received a dream last night that indicated some information to you that there would be some solar disturbances that would impact Earth and the inhabitants through including up to 2012. Is that your question?
Right.
And your question is a good one. We definitely are happy that you're paying attention to your dreams, and we would like you to continue to do so. You're a very clear vessel that allows us to send this information through you. And we are not the only ones that are sending information, but yes, that dream indicated that that's part of the process that's going to be happening. And we sent that mostly because Debbie asked the question, and you are a great channel for bringing in information to assist her, because she pays attention to you through your dreams. And what we wanted to indicate is that some of the disruption that many of you felt over the weekend and preceding was simply because your bodies are now adjusting to the change in the magnetic frequencies that are coming in, and they are going to continue. So disturbance, we will say that it was a way to explain that your bodies are experiencing these frequencies coming in, and they are not used to it, so they're learning to adjust to it, and it does create some disturbances. And just like it's creating some disturbances and eruptions in the human physical body, it will do so with Mother Earth. So we caution you when you ask, what does disturbance really mean? It simply is just a change in frequency. We just simply say to you that you continue to know that it is happening, and it's doing so in perfect alignment with what is supposed to happen. And we caution you in not looking at this as if this is a bad thing, but simply looking at it from the perspective of it's what is supposed to happen, and you go through it with ease and flow, and just know that everything is happening in perfect alignment. Did we answer your question?
Yep, you did. Thanks.
You're welcome.
I have a question.
Okay.
Can they explain
Who
what
is?
we are experiencing when our chakras turn? For instance, when yours and Striker's turned white, then, you know, they might be pink, they might be all green. When that chakra overrides the whole body, what is happening?
Absolutely. So the question is that we have experienced, several of us have experienced some change in colors to our chakras, as well as that you may be unaware of, and some of us may be unaware of. There are more than the 7 chakras that you are usually aware of. So you normally have the 1st through the 7th, which would be the root through the crown chakra, but your energy bodies have expanded, and there are more than 7 chakras. There are a total of 12. And as higher vibrating lights are coming, we should say higher vibrating energy or light or frequencies are coming into your energy field, the higher chakras, those which take place, the 8th through the 12th actually exist in your energy body, not in your physical body. They exist pretty much straight up from your crown chakra. Those colors are those which you referred to: white, pink, gold, and some others. But as your higher, as your frequencies raised, those chakras are being expanded, is probably the best way to explain, and energized with those new frequencies, and they come into the higher vibrating chakras first, or those that exist in your energy body, and then those chakras transmit those energies down through your physical body. So it's probably easier for us to say that they come in through the top and they work themselves down through your body. And as that's happening, you do go through a process of realigning your chakras, and they are changing color. So it's nothing to be concerned about, but you may experience some physical symptoms as those new frequencies are working themselves throughout your body. We would say that it's nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing that you need to do anything about unless you do not feel well. If you're feeling dizzy or you're having physical symptoms, if you're lightheaded, the things that can generally cause this is you have not had enough water to drink. And we know we've said this many, many times, and you're probably tired of hearing it, but it is part of the situation. So more water and more grounding. It's really, really important for you to stay extremely grounded with Mother Earth. And we've talked about this in the past, and because as what happens is Mother Earth energy body is changing, her chakras are changing, and it's easier if you go through it all together. So those kind of things that will help you the most are staying grounded and drinking water. And if you're still experiencing signs where you do not feel too well, and if we remember correctly, it was dizziness, lightheadedness, nausea, almost as if you were having motion sickness, because that's pretty much the type of symptoms that you would experience. That's simply due to the fact that your body is realigning. And more than having water and more than grounding, if you're still having that, rest is the best thing you can do. And then you can ask others for assistance to help you realign your frequencies. But it's nothing to be concerned about, and it's going to happen more and more frequently because those energies are coming in so much faster and with more, we would like to say force, but maybe we should say fortitude. They're just coming in with such robustness that it's definitely coming in. And so just think of yourself as a large filter or a cone, and they start from the top and work their way down. You're welcome.